marching through a rain of blood, so thick I can smell it through my gas mask. My uniform, my coat, my boots, everything is soaked in crimson. An iron tang fills my mouth when I open it to call out. I can taste it, even after I've washed my mouth out. Blood. It's everywhere. In my eyes, my nose, my ears, my mouth, my clothes, my rations, my pack. It's in the trenches, the craters, the very soil we walk on. It's even in the latrines. Blood falling from the sky, night and day. Men have gone mad. None of the Kriegers, but the auxiliaries. They can't handle it. The sound, the smell, the sight of it. They snap. One of them pulled a sidearm and began shooting into the sky, begging the Emperor to make it end. Another climbed out of the trench and started screaming out into no man's land. 8 days, 8 days, 8 days. It was all he said, over and over, until a sniper shot him up. One poor bastard cut out his own tongue. He couldn't stand the taste anymore. The commissars have been pacing the lines fervently, looking out for even the smallest sign of possible desertion. Summary executions have become a daily occurrence, but not amongst the corps. Not us. Never us. We know our duty, and we do not flinch at a bit of rain, even if it is blood. Truth be told, I'd rather it rain blood on me than artillery shells. So what if the rations taste of it? Don't the auxiliaries know what they're eating? It isn't called corpse starch for nothing. Anyway, it could be worse. We're dug in. We've got enough ammo to see us through till the next supply drop. We can hold. Unlike the poor bastards from this sector before us. I only saw what was left of them when my unit got the order to reinforce its position. But I heard what happened on the Vraks. It was fast. No contacts in days, just rain and some sporadic long-range artillery. Then they hit them. Giants, monsters, golems of rage and fury. The Vraks was full of reports like that. Not that I could hear much. The amount of gunfire was relentless. Las guns cracking off in such numbers you couldn't hear when one paused to reload. The rumbling boom of heavy bolters. Short control bursts initially, but soon it was full auto blazing away. The hiss of plasma guns venting, the thud of mortars, dull explosions, and the barely audible bark of orders. The Vraks was a cacophony of noise, the sound of war and nothing else, until the screaming started. I couldn't hear it at first, too much gunfire, but as it lessened, you started to hear the sound of men dying, and it wasn't quick. Men screamed. They screamed in pain, in agony, in defiance. They screamed names of comrades and officers. They screamed orders. They screamed reports. They all just screamed. And then they died. We heard it all. bones breaking, blood spraying, bellies ripped open, eyes gouged out. Hacking, cutting, chopping, severing, sawing. Men retched, gurgled and choked on their own blood as they were butchered. Men were cloven apart, savaged, mutilated and hewn as they lay dead and dying. The frenzy, the ferocity, it was as merciless as it was complete. And I heard it all. As Kriegers, we know how our lives will end. We know it will be in the fires of war. It is our duty and our penance, and we accept it, for only in death do we find absolution. But we still hope it's quick. What I heard on that Vox, I know those men suffered. I know they felt pain, and I know they knew fear. How could they have not, after the amount of firepower they laid down? Something made it through all of that and massacred them. It tore them apart, ripped them limb from limb, gutted them like swine, and took the heads from every corpse. Maybe it was monsters. After the things I've seen during this siege, I can believe it. Now my unit sits in the trenches and dugouts that those men died in. We wait and we watch. We keep our guns and kit as dry as we can despite the blood falling from the skies. HQ wants us to hold here, so that's what we'll do. We've had no contact since then, but we stay alert regardless. It's been almost 8 days, I think. Give or take a few hours.